All right, you are all unmuted. Welcome, everybody, to another fun and exciting session of Eberron, Ashes of the Last War. I am your DM and the writer of this campaign, Obsidian, everybody's favorite Death Knight. And as is tradition, we are going to do a round the table introductions before a brief session recap, and then we're going to jump right into the action. For those of you who don't know, this is potentially the last active session of the campaign before epilogue. So this is quite the bee's knees. So let's start off with one of the last times I'll be able to do this. Hey, Kamar.
Oh my gosh, it has been such a journey, but it's been so fun. But hello, everyone. My name is Yulia. I go by Royal Knight VT on both Twitch and Twitter, and I am the resident cat wizard for this campaign. So thanks so much for having me. It's been such a fun ride.
Oh, she's meowgical. Thank you, Yulia. Next up, we got Illya.
Yellow. I'm just gonna take my time to also be sure to thank Obsidia for having me be a part of this campaign. It's been a blast, and whatever happens tonight, I'm sure the epilogue will be happy, right?
Right.
Right.
Thank you, Lily. Next up, we've got Euphoria.
Hello, everyone. I'm Meris, and since everyone's being sappy and sentimental, it's been an absolute pleasure to be, part of this game. And I can tell you now, you can wrench these pink tieflings from my cold dead hands. Even after this campaign, I will be back with more. So happy to be here, happy to be queer, happy to play Lady Euphoria Cox. Let's get the show rolling.
Bye, pink tieflings. Every time.
I'm glad that we have we've pink tieflinged Maris. They're devil maxing now. Real tiefling pilled.
Once you go pink, you never go back.
Yep.
It's true. It's true.
But thank you, Maris. Next up we got Malral.
Hey, I'm Malral, also known as Litro, and I must say, my time on here has been punderful.
I could not imagine Malral going on any other way. Thank you, Litro. Last but never least, we have Shawnee.
Catgirl Knight shenanigans aside, I cannot, in a short amount of words, express how much this campaign and this group of people have grown onto me. Thank you all for allowing this to happen. I love you all incredibly so.
Aw, thank you, Sif. I'm glad I got them to say lots of sentimental things before I just hit them with bazillions of dice of force damage. So, previously on Eberron, Ashes of the Last War, our plucky group of adventurers was fighting against the Ashbringers, all except their leader, the Field Marshal Jerek Widowmaker Vrain, as they each went into their own three-man fights against two Ashbringers each. In the end, they were able to overcome them all, defeating each in turn, and with that, they were able to destroy the Mark 10 Warforged facility that was also generating the defenses for Project Peacemaker itself. And as they departed, they were confronted with the moral quandary as to what to do with the newly slain Ashbringers. They had two choices that they could potentially engage in. One was to go with what was the theories that Silonia had researched about. There would be a potential way to redeem the Ashbringers by having the Keeper of the Flame resurrect them in turn. This would potentially sever them from the Delkir enhancements that drove them evil and insane. But that was not confirmed if that will actually happen or not. And if they do, that would make it so that if anybody found out that they had been responsible for saving the Ashbringers, there would be some bounties put on their heads. In alternative, they could choose to not resurrect them, and after they finally resolved this issue, they would hand over the defeated Ashbringer's bodies to the Thronehold Authority to receive 10,000 gold per Ashbringer, so a total of 60,000 so far to divide up amongst the party. It was a heavily contested vote, each side impassionedly pleading one way or the other. Ultimately, Silonia and Larissa basically abstained for their own personal reasons. Kai Shen voted that they should not be returned to this world, for they're too dangerous. And Asharin emphatically pleaded for giving them a chance of redemption, because Asharin knows better than anyone what it feels like to be the bad guy. However, when it came down to the party's votes, it was a 3-2 split, with Shawnee and Illya being in the resurrection camp, and the ultimate tiebreaker vote being Kamar deciding that it was ultimately for the best that they be allowed to get their final deaths here and now. And so, with that, the party began their last journey to the site of Project Peacemaker, being guided by Silonia. Their various friends and companions they've recruited along the way expended the last of their resources and energies to be able to fully restore our heroes back to full, as if they had a long rest. And that is where we will start, is with that journey to Project Peacemaker. This is the last chance for anybody to say anything to each other. And once all of that is decided, I will give you a chance to cast whatever cheater spells you want to do, and we can get this show on the road. So, as we return to the Silver Lining, Sky Captain Kairos de Leander's wonderful airship, does anybody wish to say anything in flight in this final leg of the journey? No
I think
pressure.
a general vibe check would be good. I mean, how are you guys feeling? This is kind of it, yeah?
It is, isn't it? It's the last battle, for better or worse, I suppose.
Mm,
Nervous, but I mean, surrounded by all these people. Feel comfortable, strangely.
mm. I know what you mean. It's like, even though this is like a big bad, things will just go back to normal after all this. Or, well, as close to normal as it can get, yeah?
Normal is subjective, I would say. It's
Mhm.
more so about us being able to finally live free of the shackles of the terror.
Peace was obtained, but then it was threatened. We are very close to eliminating that threat.
I don't like that word. Eliminate. I mean, that's what we are doing, but it's such a cold way of saying it.
I don't think there's a friendly way of saying it.
That's true, but in light of it all, I kind of at least want to spin it as a positive journey with all of you. I don't just mean this fight, I mean like everything.
Was it not
Since
positive?
it was. And I'd like to spin it so that our last words, before, we go and punch a crazy guy and stop a bomb, are positive.
The positives is that we are stopping a bomb.
Well, yeah, but
I hope
Stop
that is
a
not too
Mr.
bomb,
much of a
Pizzazz.
save the
bombshell in
world.
news.
It's a pretty good gig, Shawnee, even though I know it's not necessarily ended like you hoped it might.
Right. I hope you're not mad about our decision.
I'd never blame you guys for wanting to do the smarter decision, or from wanting to do what you thought was best. So don't worry about it. I'm not gonna hold it against you years down the line when I'm in my deathbed going, I wish we could have saved them. You know, I'm not gonna do that to you. Aside from the one joke. But yeah, no, it's just this is it. And if we have any last words or thoughts to share, Shawnee's gonna grab a barrel and put it between all of them and just put her hand flat on it. If you guys wanted to do any cheesy moments or something and say something loud and proud, I mean this would kind of be the moment.
You
Is this
know,
a reference to one of your books?
Maybe the books I read her, but I kind of agree. And Shawnee or Kamar will go over and place her hand on top of Shawnee's. Like, this may be our last chapter, but it's not the end of the series. There's still plenty more pages for us to go through, and we'll do it together.
That's my sister.
goodness gracious, you both are so corny with this. She'll walk over and happily put her hand on top. It's strange to think that just a few months ago, I wasn't even myself, and yet now here we are, together as one big, happy, friendly family, fighting against the most powerful beings in the world, and just filling each other with love. It's good. I'm so happy to have met all of you.
That's the right amount of cheese, Illya. No, gonna stare at Euphoria and Malral.
Stare. Gee.
Gee.
She'll, give that slick little, smirk and, walk up and put her hand and just, listen, y'all, I've been on countless adventures, countless missions. But I never thought I'd get so attached to a group of people. You have effectively weakened me in every possible sense, but I think I've come out stronger for it. You're good people. And it's nice to remember that they're still good people. And I thank you all sincerely for everything that you've done for me. And if I can make up for it by, as Shawnee said, punching a crazy guy and stopping a bomb, then by all the hells, that's what I'm going to do today.
You can make it up to me by just buying me a drink.
You know what? Once this is done, and we're still alive to tell the tale, I'm buying everyone a drink.
When this is done, maybe I'll finally retire properly from fighting. This old body of mine's getting a bit too rough. He goes ahead and he turns his head to the side, and you all hear crack from his neck.
Ooh.
Careful there, old man. We still need you for one more fight.
My scales are going to be gray for too longer.
So wait, does Malral put his hand to finalize the hand pile?
Sure.
No.
I gotta make sure.
I cast dragon fire on all of them.
So, I don't really have any big cheesy leader-like speech to say, but I do know this. I want to greet this final fight the same way I want to greet you guys, and the same way I'm going to greet each and every day after this, with as big and happy a smile as I can. Okay? Because I know after all this is over, we're going to go and live the rest of our lives the way we want to. I love you guys. And then she's going to, like, because she's from the bottom of the hand pile, use all 21 of her strength to yeet the whole hand pile up.
Being the one strength character, the pile of hands is easy. All these nines getting tossed around.
Strength dump. Strength.
See, I can lift you guys physically and emotionally about the same amount. I hope.
Of course. You have enough strength for all of us put together, I'm sure. You and Juby both.
Oh, make sure she's not in earshot, otherwise she'll come over here challenge me on that on this. Yeah. Anyways, let's settle in. Knowing Kairos, it's bound to be a bumpy landing.
After you guys, separate your hands, Silonia will approach you all. I feel it is time that I give you the remaining information that we may need to stop the weapon and to stop Jerek.
Lay it on us, sis.
I believe I should be able to access the central powering matrix to the entirety of the weapon. However, it will require some time for me to be able to appropriately disable it. I unfortunately will not be able to help you, but every moment you can stop Jerek and whatever remaining defenses he may have will be able to assist me that much better in permanently resolving this weapon once and for all.
Get you to the weird thing, and then we beat up the bad guy. Got it.
In essence.
How do you feel so close to finally putting a stop to this whole mess?
She kind of blinks a couple times and goes, I feel like my purpose will finally be at an end. And it's for the best.
Be sure to go out for a drink with Larissa later.
That's the nice thing about fulfilling a purpose is you can make room for another one. If you feel so inclined.
Just kind of nods and goes, well, I guess I don't know exactly what may be waiting for us or Jerek has brought to heal, but I can tell you that if things become critical, that chimeric energy is by its very nature antithetical to this plane and to reality. It is the oil to the water. They will innately try to separate. The weapon is designed to keep them integrated as long as possible. I do think it's theoretically possible that there might be some levels of protection that can be imposed by invoking the very fundamental aspects of existence against it. Most notably, the two things that many of the planes of the universe are incapable of consistently upholding: gravity and time. I don't know how helpful that will be, but if the time comes, I'm sure that if anybody could figure out how to appropriately apply it, it would be you all.
Well, good thing I'm a little bit good when it comes to time. Just have to let gravity work its way.
I've been told that I'm big enough to have my own orbit.
We can always make space if that's what you need to.
thank you once again for coming this far with me. I know I didn't make it easy for you, but I do appreciate you helping me. This wouldn't be possible without you.
And this victory would not be possible without you. I know you weren't a part of the little hand piles that was happening before, but we do this for the sake of everyone's futures, and that includes you. She'll just kind of smile softly.
Never had a real future before of my own choosing. I'm not sure I would even know what to do with it.
You did promise me you would work together with me a few times in my workshop. I'm still looking forward to that.
And if anything, I'm sure that Asharin and Larissa will be up to some no good. Could do you some good to be up to some no good as well. Being stuck in your lab so much can only do so much.
I hope that you all survive to be able to experience that.
We will. We all will.
You all feel a intense clawing pressure like rake across your skin for a moment as the ship stutters for a moment in the air. People, flying left and right as things, basically move out of place, as seemingly just an immense amount of energy just cascaded over you. And as you look towards the horizon, you see it is almost as if one of the towers of Sharn is rising from the ground. This is a colossally large dragon-shaped creature made of what appears to be metal, and the wings don't flap. You just see the pressure of the earth is pushed downwards as it rises from the ground where it was resting. Massive cascades of prismatic energy emanating off of it as this several 100-foot long colossal being takes off from the ground and starts moving in the way that can only be described for something this large in generally your direction.
Should I cast heat metal?
Being made of metal, it does not work.
You are out of range.
Oh, it'll burn
It
whatever's
registers as a construct and it's a living creature. Fuck.
You always nerfing my spells, damn it.
I have to make the end game. You can't just no brain heat metal your way out of it. So
I'm a forge cleric. Every problem is a nail and I am the hammer.
So with this, you now have your opportunity to cast whatever buff spells you wish to cast. Please, if you're casting something, write it down and who it's affecting and what level spell you're casting of it.
Does anyone want elemental weapon? Deal an extra 1d4 of whatever element you want.
I already have my radiant damage sword, so I'm good on that front.
Okay. Anyone want a death ward?
Maybe for the guy who was talking about retirement.
That might be good.
You sent up all the narrative red flags right there.
Who feels they're gonna drop below 0 at least once?
Are we, like,
I'm the
me
tank.
for
I'm the
sure.
cleric. It's good.
Are we like literally about to hop into combat? Like a 1-minute spell would be effective when combat
No,
starts?
okay. These are for what is like more longer duration things,
Yeah,
like
gotcha.
Aid, freedom movement, stuff like that.
Yeah, surprise! I have
Oh, that
mage
is a
armor
good
on.
point. 8 is also a good point.
Yeah, I would be casting Armor Agathis on myself at 2nd level.
Our companions wouldn't have their spells back,
No,
right?
no, you can't use the
Got it.
companions. They're drained.
No, Death Ward.
No. Also,
I'll go ahead
I'm not
and
sure if we
cast.
established this already or not,
Yes.
but did we get a long rest? Or
You got the
Yeah, we
equivalent
did.
of a long rest.
Okay, we did get a. Okay,
Yeah.
just making
We
sure.
had a good nap.
Okay, I can
Okay.
cast on I think 3 people. Yes. Who wants aid? Who are the frontliners? That would be Euphoria, myself, and Shawnee. Shall we go
That's
aid with them?
correct.
Sounds
All right.
good.
All right.
Don't forget
Everyone's
yours.
all the people I just named. Their HP increases by 20.
125. Let's go. Don't forget inspiring leader. You can all have temp HP equal to 10 plus. Yeah, you can all have 11 temporary HP.
Woo!
Whee!
That barrel taka came in real handy.
You said 11?
11. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
That's like almost a hit die for you.
And remember, aid increases your max, so that does not affect temp HP.
Mhm.
And you can heal it.
Bum bum bum.
I think I might also go with Beacon of Hope. Everyone all right with that, or do we want to wait till like second phase for that?
But how long does
That's
Beacon of
your
Hope
call.
last?
I'm looking that up right now.
Because I think the spells will be an hour.
Yeah,
be the
it's
right
kind of got to
idea.
be like at least an hour to kick
Yeah,
in.
so the Beacon of Hope is only a minute, so that's something you'd have to
Oh,
cast
is it
in
on that?
combat.
Okay. Yeah, I'll cast that in combat when the time comes. Probably in the second phase.
I think
When
we're
we're
good
all
then.
going to need it.
Let's go punch Jerek.
Okay.
Let's go.
I say
Let's-
as my HP drops below 0.
Everyone has decided. All
I
right.
think so.
As you
Correct.
fly closer, you see the entirety of this metal dragon with a big symbol of seer on it. Not so much flying, but kind of levitating across the landscape. And as you get closer, you do see on top of its head is none other than Jerek Vrain standing in what's her name? Satsuki from fucking Kill la Kill stance with the sword between his legs, like bolt upright.
Yeah, just
Quick,
badass
Larissa, cast
fighting
Gust and
noise.
just shove them off.
with his army coat, billowing off of his shoulders, just kind of standing in place, his hair whipping around as you guys fly up and board this enormous being. And as the 5 of you get onto the metal hull of this ship, you see Jerek look at all of you, and he is in his normal form, wearing his somewhat tattered, somewhat damaged, somewhat dirty Siren officer's uniform of green and black, the symbol of the Ashbringers on his breast, and that sword with all the rings on it that you've seen get empowered before he does an attack. And with his one red and one blue eye, he just looks at you and goes, I knew the moment the defenses around this weapon ceased to be that I would be seeing you shortly. And I also know that it means if you've gotten here, that you've killed them. Is this what you want?
We only wish to make a world that is safe for people to live happily. The world can be awful, terrible, and eat you up. But people, the innocent people, deserve their happiness just as much as any of us do.
When you get back out into that world, I hope you realize you won't have changed anything. They will always exploit you. They will always use you. They'll strip away everything you love, every scrap of honor, every ideal that you were bound by, and they will leave you a hollowed out husk to be disposed of. And if you stop me here, just know that there will always be another attempt at making me, at making this. And it ultimately, all you have done is take a broken man and a broken cause and cast them back into the ashes.
You make a
No.
pretty speech,
Sorry. You're
but
good.
frankly, it's a little hard to feel a kind of sympathy for a man who will selfishly resurrect the corpses of his loved ones for his own ends. Seems a little hypocritical to be talking about husks, reflecting on what you did for your cause.
He clutches his sword tighter and goes, "They didn't deserve this. Everything I've done is to try and right the wrong that was inflicted on them. Everything I've done is for the love of those who have fought beside me and those who did not deserve the ends they met at the hands of people like you."
And sometimes what we do for our loved ones doesn't quite pan out the way we think, does it?
And grouping us up with the same people that led you and your loved ones to be what you are now isn't exactly fair. We've also been in that kind of world that just takes and ruins it. But the difference was, after everything we've all been through, we didn't let that stop us from seeing that it could be better. The moment you accept that the world is shit and don't do anything about it makes you no better than the old men who send you off to do stupid shit for their pocket, for their bottom line. Makes you no better than the kind of person to do what you want without caring for the innocence you take away. We might have taken away the ones you loved, but you're the ones who chose the path against everyone else, regardless of what was best.
He sighs and picks up his sword and slides it into his belt and throws off the coat on his shoulders, and it just gets caught by the wind and disappears. I know that I will likely not walk away from this, and I accept I am the monster that this world made, and that I don't deserve to be a part of it. But if I do, I will do everything possible to right the wrong that you've done to them. Lord Artificer, let this begin. And you hear a very familiar, deep voice kind of echoing from systems from the Peacemaker itself. As you hear, "Yes, Marshal Vrain, we will begin the chimeric enhancement. Please engage in full defense of the weapon. The scourging must continue." And from the chassis of the creature, 5 reactors pulsing with prismatic light rise up, and you see these runically inscribed cables fly from them and impale themselves into his arms and leg and spine as just bursts of energy start coursing into him, and his eyes change from the red and blue to be the golden prismatic cycle that you've seen Silonia do several times, as this very golden fluid begins oozing from his eyes themselves, and you see that reality is beginning to fragment around him. And with that, he gets into a fighting stance, and I put you guys out on the battle map. If you guys could please put yourselves in the blue box, and I will switch maps here. Go. Just this, yes. Please put yourselves in the blue box.
Oh, I don't like those objectives, DM.
Sorry, this is very small chat, but it's a big map with a lot of stuff.
Oh no. Gonna hang with my mom in the back.
I'm gonna hang with my mom in the front.
You do notice that as you guys were talking to Jerek, Silonia was scampering to the side, and she begins basically rapidly carving some glyphs and runes onto the deck, and you see the enormous Heart of Darkness Kyber crystal rise up, coursing with the very kind of prismatic chimeric energy that is inside of Jerek now. And as she begins very methodically and carefully trying to peel back layers of basically antimatter, you do hear when the Lord Artificer's voice speaks, she kind of freezes up for a second and looks over at it very concerned, but shakes it off and continues trying to disable the weapon. All right, so everybody has rolled initiative, correct?
I believe so.
All right, let me give Jerek's final initiative.
Wait, is this final?
So, as this is the final boss fight of the campaign, Jerek has a number of special abilities, such as he gets to act 3 times a turn. So, without further ado, we have our initiative. Let the music begin. Let me know if the music is too loud or too quiet, chat. All right, and first of all, Jerek will grab his sword as he is going to lift the blade out of the sheath slowly, as you feel just the gravitational energy around you begin to, almost as if there is a culmination point immediately on him, and reality itself begins to fragment as he draws the blade, and he engages in bloodshed. So this is best described as, you know, Virgil in Devil May Cry? When he does that, Sledge starts moving through, cutting all across basically the screen.
Judgment cut. Mm-hmm.
Yep. that is what Jerek is doing. So if you could please tell me if you have disadvantage to attack rolls against you.
Yo. I think it's just me and
And
Euphoria.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
All right. So this ability works a little special. It affects everybody on the map who's not him, and the reactors. And it is versus your AC. If he misses, you take half damage. So I'm gonna roll twice just to represent the disadvantage roll for the two people. All right. Does a 16 hit either you or Euphoria?
No.
It does technically hit me.
Okay.
I'm debating shielding it though. I
Well, I
don't
mean-
think I will. I don't think I will.
Yeah, you gotta test the waters. I mean,
Yeah.
if it one shot you, like, you know,
I mean,
it's gonna
I
one
can
shot
see
you.
the number that's coming.
Oh no! Don't look under the. Don't look at the DM numbers. Don't mouse over it.
And I presume I
What's
missed
the-
Malral.
Yeah.
Okay. So Malral and Euphoria will take half of this, which is 39 force damage to the people who take full, and that would be 20 to the people who take half.
Okay.
Oh, gee.
As he then proceeds to basically tear open, much like how Arc 11 did, he is tearing portals through reality itself, bringing down the sword on each one of you, before he then goes right back to his starting position and resheaths it. And you feel just that chimeric energy. It doesn't so much disintegrate parts of you, it phases them out of existence. It's just as if they were never there.
God, what a weeb.
Oh
Yep.
boy. Oh
That's
boy.
stylish. That's stylish. All right, I don't care. He's styling on us.
And he just starts casually walking forward.
Oh god.
Shawnee.
Well, I believe we all know what I do. I'm going to rage, shift, and eldritch up as my turn.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead and move right up to him. And I'm gonna stand right there.
Okay.
And that's my turn, DM.
Okay. Malral.
Double checking. Yeah. I'm gonna guiding bolt him at 3rd level.
Okay.
That's a 28.
It hits. Your bolt flies out, and you see that the energies of it just immediately get warped and distorted and torn apart by the anti-reality powering this entire area.
Cool.
Bum bum bum.
Does he lose the spell slot and the action?
Yep. For everybody in chat, these are the 5 reactors.
Oh, there's reactors?
Yeah, those things.
These things on the
I-
map are actually on the map.
I was BRB for a second, so I may have missed some exposition.
Gotcha. Well, there's these 5 reactors with cables going into Jerek, empowering him with chimeric energy.
Cool.
Illya. Or, sorry, bonus action or anything else from you?
Nah, I'll just end it to...
Okay. Illya.
Okay. Let's do what we do. And I'm going to move, use my movement to move 10, 15, 20, 30, and then just bonus action phase step over to here.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast a lightning bolt through these two.
Okay.
Well, an icy lightning bolt.
Okay. Icicle.
I would say, did I name it?
Isn't it like Ice Lance? I would assume that'd be like an
called it
Ice
Flash
Lance.
Freeze. I called it Flash Freeze because
Ah.
it's like an instant.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
All right. So these reactors do have a special ability. You do damage the closest
Okay.
one, but they have a special ability because their energy fields are not in sync. That they can only suffer basically
1 hit's worth of damage.
like one person per like attack kind of thing. So
Right,
if for example Euphoria walked up to one, she could still do all of her attacks. But if it's an AOE ability, it will only affect one.
Gotcha. Well, this is my highest damage ability, so we doing it.
Let's go.
So 38 cold damage before saves, if there are saves for a reactor.
There are not saves.
Okay.
Structure damage.
So with that, your icicle just goes straight through, and for a moment it begins to suspend and deteriorate, but it is able to drive through, and that reactor ruptures, causing a feedback into Jerek as the cable just begins oozing prismatic fluid onto the ground that begins disintegrating parts of the hull. And you now may pick one type of damage that Jerek can take damage from.
Oh, that's interesting. The two melee folks, you both do slashing primarily, right?
No, Euphoria does
Piercing it. I do piercing and radiant.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Slashing and radiant.
I'm saying the sun, or what's it called? The Lightbringer does that do slashing,
It does
or
radiant.
am I wrong?
It just does radiant.
Oh, it just does radiant. Fuck.
Let's fucking go. Like
Do radiant as well.
I guess we'll do radiant then.
Okay. So
So we have two people that do radiant.
it is now noted he is susceptible to radiant damage. Anything else, Illya?
It's action, bonus action, movement, so that's all I got.
Okay, what is the highest level spell that one of you cast as a buff?
Like the can cast or have
No, that you had
casted?
maintained prior to this fight.
Okay.
Probably the aid, wouldn't it be?
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not really concentration.
It
It's just-
doesn't matter. This is not relevant to how this ability works. This is going to be a very familiar ability to some of you guys. So, Jerek will start his action 10 turn by extending out a hand towards Malral, and you feel that the arcane or the divine energies of your forge that you have woven into everybody begins tearing apart and actually causing a magical feedback, a chimeric disjunction, if you will, that will end that spell and will do some damage to the caster.
Cool.
So it is a 5th level spell, you said?
Yep.
Okay. So you would take 5d6 force damage, 24.
And we lose that max HP, right?
Yes, and you guys lose that max HP. The spell immediately ends.
Do we lose so we got 20 HP from that, or 25? Do we take that much damage
No.
now too? As in
No,
losing
you
was
just
it?
don't have it, because none of you took any damage anyway, so...
Yeah, I got it. Cool.
You said there's no saving throw to that. I just
Nope.
take it.
Yep. It's basically a slightly upgraded version of what Silonia's companion ability was. Alright, he will steps around Shawnee, but is still in melee with her. And
Uh-huh.
he is going to do some normal attacks on you.
Judgment cut, judgment cut, judgment cut.
No, that would be quite illegal if I could do that. I tried to balance his super-powered nature with some limitations.
Doing 24d6 damage while immune to all damage a turn is a strong character.
All right. So, my dear Shawnee, I'm going to attack you with some normal Ashbringer attacks.
Uh-huh.
So let's go.
Just normal.
Just normal. Okay. He is going to do
Miss. Almost 16.
precision
what?
attack.
Oh.
'Cause he is in fact a battle master.
Oh.
So that is a 24 to hit.
Yeah. Oh fuck, he's the best fighter, Sunglass.
You take 13 force damage.
Uh-huh. I can't resist that. What the fuck?
21.
Uh-huh.
16 force damage.
16 more. Uh-huh.
And his final attack, 12 force
Wow.
damage. How you doing there, Shawnee?
I'm at a pretty nice number right now, actually.
Okay. Euphoria, it is your turn.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna scooch up just a smidge. And I'm going to summon my Echo right in his face. And I'm gonna poke him, hopefully.
Yep.
Alrighty. Ooh, 19?
That is a miss.
Oh, boo. Alright. One more try. 21?
That would normally hit, however,
Of course, of course.
I got more cheating abilities for you. This, you actually get the best version of this because you're doing it from your Echo for this attack. So he is going to deny your purpose. So the attack will automatically block that attack against him. You will have disadvantage to any further attacks on him that I guess your Echo would make. And then he will riposte against your Echo. So it would just be... He destroys your Echo.
Oh my god.
Oh.
What a nat 20. What a nat 20.
Another
A
Same
one
day,
for my
hit point
Echo.
thing.
another day, another echo obliterated into the stratosphere.
Alright, that's my turn, DM.
Nothing. You don't want to walk up and start doing bonus action attacks?
I can't because my bonus action was to bring out the Echo.
Gotcha. Alright, Kamar.
Okay, seeing that, how that went down, I'm gonna head over, so 30, could be right here. Like Karen 30, okay. That's a good distance. And like Illya, I'm going to lightning bolt the other one on
Like this
her
one?
left. Yeah, the one closest to me.
Okay.
Yeah. Hit that with little lightning bolt.
Ooh.
Oh man! I
What
wish
a-
that was on. I wish that was on his.
What a
Does that work?
spicy meatball. 47 lightning damage.
47 lightning damage.
Okay,
Harlequin
okay.
really has nothing on her. Holy shit.
Yeah, my dear Kamar, this is just an ordinary lightning bolt because you don't have cheating abilities like Illya. So,
Right.
how do you wish to? What is the form of your lightning bolt? We all know how Illya's stuff is.
Right. Hers is very by the book. So if it's a lightning bolt spell, it's a motherfucking lightning bolt. So.
Okay. You will destroy a second reactor. What damage type would you like Jerek to now be affected by?
I guess slashing now, since radiant is the majority of it.
Okay. And
I
it
think
has
that's
been
good.
noted.
Everyone is okay with that? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say I think us two are going to be on reactor duty, so.
Yes, I think so, because of rain.
I can hit one if needed, but we gotta hold them down too.
Anything else, Yulia?
I'm gonna use my bonus action to shift, but other than that,
Okay, you go feral kitty mode.
feral kitty mode.
Now, another important question. Who has Death Ward on them?
No one.
No one.
Okay,
Yeah, I
so
don't think
nobody
anyone
cast Death Ward? Alright,
We're
well
gonna
then,
power
this,
kill somebody.
this is about to really hurt someone. I'm gonna look at you. Ooh. Let me measure something.
What are you doing there, Obs?
Obs, I'm at such a nice HP number. Wouldn't you want to, like, hit it?
No, you didn't get to do anything your first turn. I don't want to punish you.
Punish with, like, nearly half my health already missing. Okay.
What is your HP out of HP for Euphoria and Kamar?
Currently, I'm sitting at 10 HP over because of my armor back at this.
Okay.
Kamar is currently unavailable now. You can leave your message at the sound of beep.
All right. Then you get a free strike, Johnny.
Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna reckless this one. That's a 29 DM.
That will hit.
Okay, and he's immune to the slashing, but
No, he's now affected by slashing.
oh, okay, my bad, my brain's small.
Yeah.
Your girl made that.
God bless my sister. That's 7 radiant, 11 slashing, so
Okay.
18 damage total.
Okay. You get that hit, and it actually impacts him. And because you have your goo suit, the energy of your suit actually kind of recoils the closer it gets to him, as if it's like pulling back over your skin when connecting to the disturbance that is him. And you do impact, and more of that golden prismatic fluid oozes out of the wound. But he has his hand on his sheathed sword again as he walks towards Euphoria. And once again, you feel that gravitational pull as he is going to do a big attack. Euphoria.
Uh-huh.
This is a normal attack. This is a normal attack because you have disadvantage and he has advantage on this. He is going to use his memory breaker.
These names.
I don't like that.
They're all
I don't
named
like-
after fucking aspects of that song / Jetstream Sam.
Goddamn.
Alright, Euphoria. You see
Uh-huh.
all the gravitational energy condenses onto a single point, just like when you were on the airship, the Goliath, as he draws that sword in a single fluid motion, and you feel a massive amount of disintegrating force collide against you. You take 77 damage.
Oh! Holy shit!
Huh?
Holy shit!
As this blade of just pure force energy slams into you, rips through you, and then starts expanding and a 5-foot cone behind you, tearing open the hull of this giant dragon creature. So Euphoria, are you still
He's
standing?
down?
I am.
Oh my god!
How? You sitting pretty at a cool 5 or something over
No,
there?
no, I'm up. I'm up.
What?
I'm up,
Fire.
baby. It'll take more than a
Let's
rip of the
go.
space-time
I-
continuum to bring me down.
I love it.
yeah!
Love it. I love the confidence. So yeah, you feel that, and it does that. Unlike what is some of the other effects in this, the majority of it is raw disintegration. Like, you see bits of you just pixel off as the energy hits you, but a very much smaller percentage of that is that kind of permanently as if it never was energy. So it seems like this is mostly gravitational, but there is a bit of chimeric energy inside of it. He will then resheath the sword as he starts, you see portions of him start dissipating as if they never were. Just bits of him peeling off and just disappearing into nothingness as he grits his teeth in response. All right, that is the end. Now it's his turn again. Hey, Euphoria.
No!
Uh-oh.
He is going to. I'm gonna hurt you. I'm going to hurt you a lot, Euphoria.
You don't have to
You are
emphasize that.
welcome the effort, DM.
Okay? I'm gonna do several normal attacks to you.
Okay.
So first up
Normal.
Yep, that'll hit.
for 13 damage.
Okay.
You're still up.
I'm up.
Damn, how many moves you got left?
8.
I'm glad we went over this.
Oh,
Yep, that'll hit. I'm down, baby, I'm down.
As he just does 2 quick slashes, as he will draw the sword, slash it through you, disintegrating, resheath it, slash you again. As you will tumble to the ground, and
Whoa, 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 whoa.
he will then continue confidently walking towards Kamar. And you see that his look of hatred is especially strong towards you. As he does his next attack, he will say,
Give him a kiss, it'll give it disadvantage.
"After every attempt I did to save you, to help you, this is how you repay me. You took everything!" And he will slash at you. And let's see if he hits.
maybe we should have spread the Ashbringers, guys.
Does a 20 hit you, Kamar?
Oh, can I shield this? Jeez. Is it? I'm gonna do a chronal shift, so
So
do a
reroll?
reroll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does a 26 hit you?
Okay, well, yeah, okay.
The timelines are not kind.
He is.
Yeah.
If you have nothing else to cheat in your favor, he is working all over his special abilities. 'Cause he has a bunch of feats too, so I was looking at what his various feats are.
Doesn't he only have 2 feet like the rest of us?
Ah, I see what you did there.
Maybe that'll that joke will distract you from downing a second party member.
He is gonna do a trip attack maneuver.
So you could say he's sweeping her off her feet.
Yep, he is going to try and cut off her legs. Kamar, please make a strength saving throw.
Oh boy, I'm great at those.
It is DC 18. Oh, you were so close! Do you have anything to cheat in your favor for that?
I'm gonna use my reaction to do this, do the chronal shift.
You take 7 extra damage on top of 12, so 19 force damage, and you are knocked prone.
Okay.
Shawnee!
Winds come in sets of 2, and I'm gonna just run up to him like the fucking cop from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs and immediately try to haymaker him in the back of the skull. Okay, this is all reckless.
Yep.
It's a 27 to hit DM.
Okay, he will deny your purpose.
Huh?
The same thing I did to Euphoria. So he will. I get to roll advantage, so I'll just roll again. So he's very close to a critical, but not. So he will parry that attack, negating it. You have disadvantage on the rest of your attack rolls, and you will take 11 force damage.
No, I had 69 HP. No. So the rest of these will be at neutral.
Straight roll, yeah.
Yeah, I'm debating if it's worth the grappling this guy and trying to move him away, but he's got such a big strength modifier.
He is actually
No.
stronger than you.
Yeah, it'd be a very tough roll.
He is a
He's-
super
he's-
soldier.
Yeah, and he's definitely proficient in athletics. Seeing the way he could fucking swing Harlequin around, I don't want that to be me. Alright, I guess these next ones are at neutral.
Yep.
Love and Hope, that is a natural 1.
Okay.
It's starting to come out, damn. Bonus action spikes.
Okay.
That is
That's
a
a hit.
28. So he takes 19 damage.
He is immune to piercing damage still.
Oh, 7 piercing
Okay.
damage. That's radiant then. He still has the challenge the world debuff, so he has a penalty to attack rolls equal to 4.
Okay.
Against everyone but me.
Okay. So noted. I just have to drop you on his next turn.
Uh-huh.
Alright, anything else?
Yep, that's my turn.
Okay. Malral, what do you wish to do? Euphoria's down. She didn't X herself out, but she's down.
Yeah,
Here we go.
healing word.
Ward. Euphoria, you just
7
got
HP.
whack-a-mole.
Followed by Sacred Flame.
Oh, ooh, Sacred Blade. That is a bold spell. Let's go. On page.
Fails the dex save, that's 15 radiant though. That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah. He fails. He fails.
Wow.
It's
What?
rolled very poorly.
Oh.
So Malral just goes ahead and flicks a bit of light over at Euphoria on the ground, popping her back up. It's like, you'll be fine. Then looks over and just pulls down some radiant flame right on top of Jared.
Okay. Anything else?
Not that one, my turn.
Illya.
Okay. I think this is, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing because I can't. Not like I can hurt him right now. I literally can't.
If you break the next one, you can call cold if you want.
Yeah,
You've
no,
heard it.
I think I'm probably gonna call cold since I think otherwise most of the stuff is covered and we have ways to do cold. For multiple. So I'm gonna do what I did, lightning bolt that one as well.
Okay, roll your damage.
39. So
Okay. That's,
Yep.
that's another popped reactor.
okay. Then I'm
And
gonna.
you choose cold as your damage type.
I do choose cold. Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm going to. Sorry, I'm just double checking something. I'm gonna do a chill touch on him as a bonus action using quicken spell.
Okay.
So where's that button? There's that button.
That's a miss.
Oh, only a 19 to hit. Yeah.
It is a miss.
Yeah. Okay. Then that's my turn.
Okay. Jerek's turn. He is got people on all ends. That's never stopped him before. He's ready to roll. So he is going to. Malral, how many hit points do you have?
HP?
Yeah, currently.
70.
Currently you have 70.
Yes.
Then I will not feel bad about this. Sorry, Euphoria.
I live.
You lived briefly.
Oh, fuck.
As
Oh shit.
he does bloodshed again. So this will be with disadvantage. So I'll roll twice to see if it potentially misses Euphoria and Illya. 17 misses Euphoria, but doesn't matter. She's only got like 7 hit points.
Womp womp.
But does a 20 or does a 17
I can
hit
shield
you?
it.
Okay.
Yeah, I can shield it.
So does a 20 hit Malral? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you cut out.
No.
Okay. Does a 20 hit you, little kitty? I don't think you've gotten your reaction back.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So Shawnee and our little Kamar will take full damage. The other 3 of you will take half damage.
Wait, even if it misses, it still does
Yeah,
half
it does
damage?
half. That's
Same
literally
as the start.
Yeah, it's the same as what I did the first round of combat. So as you are now coming in at all sides on Jerek with 3 reactors down, he will once again just do that slow blade draw as he begins shifting through reality, cutting open holes in existence through each one of you before getting back to his starting position and resheathing it. And you all feel that tearing energy of disintegration rack through each of you. So the people who fail or who got hit, so Shadi and Mar, take 37 force damage. The other 3 of you will take 18.
Yep, and I'm down.
Okay.
Down again, baby.
What we like to see? What we like to see?
Is he ending his turn?
Yeah.
Within 5 feet of me? Alright, I'm gonna use the Swifter, the Swifter.
The Swifter? You're a Swiffer?
Yeah, the Swifter!
The shifter thing, when someone ends their turn within 5 feet of me, I can use my reaction to move 10 feet.
Okay.
Without proccing opportunity attacks. That's
Okay,
a
sounds
important
good.
caveat.
Euphoria, make a death save.
Yes, ma'am. That's a fail.
Okay, you've got 1 tick. Amar, make a death save.
Okay.
It's passed.
17!
Okay.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, wait a minute.
What's going on there?
Alright, he is... Malral, you can make a free strike if you can.
I think Shawnee can too. She's got 10 reach.
Oh yeah, do you have enough reach for that?
No, it's, let me just double check, I'll just clock that if it's
Yeah,
plus
you
10
was
or
doing a
plus 5.
straight walk across.
Yeah, up to 15 feet away, so I can hit him. Oh, I already used my reaction to do the movement.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Malral?
Sure.
Okay.
Smack him.
25?
Hell yeah.
Alright, you hit. Oh yeah, he's immune to bludgeoning.
Yeah, but luckily a little bit of that is.
Oh nice, you got that little radiant bit.
Yeah. So 8 radiant.
Awesome. So that he will now use his special ability to double jump, i.e. he can dash as a bonus action.
No.
That's my gimmick.
And Illya, now that he's closer to you, you also see that he's getting more and more of that chimeric feedback tearing him apart. It seems that the energies are very much disagreeing with him.
Okay.
However, that's not necessarily helpful for what you're doing right now.
Uh-huh.
As he will put his hand on that sheath once more, and is going to attack you with his memory breaker. He does have a -4 to this from Shawnee.
Okay.
So let's go.
Is Illya still under the effects of her previous shield too?
Yes,
Yeah.
I am.
Let's go.
Oh,
That's a 22.
yeah, my AC is 21.
Okay.
I don't think, yes, I don't rate my reaction, so I think that's a handshake there.
that's
That
a
was
good.
so close just being enough.
Yeah, that was a good game. Good game.
Yeah, good handshakes.
Oh!
We don't do the
no.
insta death. That's
Yeah,
I don't believe in insta death.
It would have to have done 144.
Okay,
which,
good.
That's
Good.
Not bad.
I just want to make sure. I wasn't gonna kill you if I could. So yeah, he does that slash, and you know, it's one of those things you're like Kaiba when Exodia comes, as the energy just slams into you and the entire world goes black. It doesn't hurt very much because all sensation is immediately ripped away from you as you take 87 force damage. But Shawnee and Malral can tell he is not looking good right now. You guys have very much set him on the road where his his chimeric feedback is melting down by the second. Hey, Malral. I'm gonna double.
Sup?
Sorry, what'd you say?
I said sup.
I'm gonna double jump you.
Hey, I'm not a Goomba.
Gonna get looped.
And
I know I look a lot like Bowser, but I don't see no spiky shell on my back.
he's gonna do 3 attacks with Ashbringer against you.
Okay.
24 hit.
Just hits.
Okay. You take 12 force damage.
Okay.
29. You take 16 force damage.
Okay.
And 31. Wow, that was nearly a critical right
Whoa.
there. Not that it would matter because of your ability, but so he is going to, just for the funsies of it, he is going to throw on a a trip attack onto this. So let's do this plus an extra d10. So that is 21 more force damage.
Okay.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
I love to hear that. I love that nonchalant confidence. Let's go. Shawnee, it is your turn.
Okay, so I thought we'd, like, given how you described how he is, I'm assuming I should go punch him. As neat
That's
as
up to
it
you.
would be to
That is
grab
up
a
to you.
real.
I'm not
grab
gonna
a
tell you to punch
reactor.
my boss.
That's fair.
Chum.
I'm assuming punch is the way we want to go.
Give him
Is it
the
a bonus?
punchies.
Is it a bonus action to feed someone a health potion or an action?
No, it's an action to give somebody else a health potion. It's a bonus for
Got it.
yourself.
I have a superior healing potion. I could burn one on myself just to be safe.
Okay.
Because my bonus action is piercing, so might as well.
Okay.
That is 8d4 plus 4, 29. I've got
think it's-
29.
It's more than 4.
Wait, is it?
Did you use
it
greater
eight?
or superior?
Superior?
Oh,
Superior
it's
is plus
8.
8. Yeah.
My
so
bad,
just
my bad.
four.
Yeah. So plus 33. Look at that. Look at all this fancy HP you can hit, Mr.
Man,
Jerek.
having your medical care is great, isn't it? Your health insurance.
All right, I'm going to recklessly attack, even though I know he's gonna do the thing.
He's gonna deny your purpose.
That is a 25 to hit.
Yeah, he is going to deny that. As he parries it and attacks you back. You have your disadvantage. This is
Good thing I chugged before this.
26
Uh-huh.
for 14 force damage.
Okay, I got 2 more attacks at neutral, or 1 more attack at neutral.
Yep,
That is a 19.
that misses.
Mm.
Anything else?
Well, that'll be my turn.
Okay. Malral, what do you wish to do? You and Shawnee are very alone and very low on health.
Oh.
That'll do, pig.
So Malral casts
that
Mass
everyone?
Healing Word to whack-a-mole everybody back up for 4
Oh,
hit
boy.
points. Alright, everybody is stabilized and has 4 hit points.
And he also cast Sacred Flame. Looks
sorry.
like Litro, you're muted if you're trying to talk.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, move right there. I cast Healing Wood on everyone, and then I summon down the Flames of Hell on them.
alright, he dodges that. He just
Ow.
knocks it aside with his sheath.
That wasn't the important bit.
Anything else, Malral?
That was my move, bonus, and action.
Alright, Illya, you're in a very interesting position. You know, right after you go, exactly what he's going to do.
He's gonna hit somebody with 90-something damage, right?
No, that's what he does at the end of the turn.
He's doing the
Hold on.
AoE.
He does the AoE.
Okay. I mean...
You got a radiant spell in that pocket of yours, right?
No, you have. You can do ice. Yeah, you can do
Cold
ice
is
damage.
available.
Yeah.
Break these balls,
Okay.
Yulia.
Heck it. We'll just we'll cast a little frostbolt at him as my action. Oh my god, I cannot roll
That
today.
was a questionable call. That was a real questionable call.
I don't have any other ways to hit things that without
Okay.
hitting my friends.
Oh,
I thought you had like
Hit
sorcerer points.
Hit us, do it!
Just fry
you're too
Kamar.
far from-
What,
You
what were
can
saying, Ox?
position.
I'm saying you're too far for me to do a reroll for you.
Oh, I mean, I could have moved beforehand. I was planning on it, but
Come on, we can take it.
But
You know
bonus
what you
action, I'm doing the superior healing potion I have. So
Illya.
yes,
How much HP do you have, Shawnee?
44.
Okay, then I'm not concerned.
Oh,
Alright, I just wanted to make sure one person may potentially still be standing.
okay. Well, that's all I got.
Alright, so you heal yourself for 27?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. With that, it goes to his turn. And as you are now all surrounding him, he, much of the cables have been, cut out of him, and more of his ichor is oozing out of the wounds from them and the various burns that you've caused on him. And he kind of does a quick scan around himself at a quick turn as he looks at all of you closing in on him. I guess I don't have much longer, do I? Let's see if I'm the only one still standing. As he will do the bloodshed. So this is disadvantage for Euphoria. Euphoria doesn't matter. She will drop anyway.
No, I'm dead.
Yep, she drops anyway. Oh,
Ooh.
oh, spicy.
Oh
Oh,
my god!
did
What?
everybody pass?
Yeah.
yes.
That is, you all take half damage. Enjoy.
Not that it matters.
Not that
I
it
will
I think
matters.
we're
as
all
I
except
die
Connie
again.
single digit.
So 27 gets halved to
14?
14. Okay, so everybody takes 14. Woo! Spicy! We love to see that. That's why dice rolls exist.
Oh, Malral's down too.
Okay, but unfortunately, that tear through time and space drops your healer. He was a great fortress of tankery right up until this moment, but now there are so Euphoria and Kamar and Malral are down. Illya and Shawnee are still standing.
Well, he's about to get 2 free turns.
TPK? What?
What? Free TPK? Let's go. Euphoria,
The death saves.
please make a death
Not
save.
surprised.
Yes.
Nat
ma'am.
20. Do it.
Nat 20. This is where you get the pocket nat 20.
Nope, it's a
that's
fail.
failure. Kamar.
Okay. Damn it!
That's a failure. Alrighty. Now we come to...
Oh no.
I'll give you some quick math. Okay. Shawnee.
Yes, DM. It's what I was made for, DM.
Are you in fact built different?
No, but I'm built a little tougher than someone else right now.
All right. You also see that he is very, very quickly deteriorating. His movements become slightly echoey as he moves, as just apparently you would probably describe it as, you've seen Kamar cast spells before and her various temporal selves. echoing off of her. This is like him, except they're disappearing. As if there are now versions of him, maybe across multiple timelines, that are being rapidly wiped out. As every wound is pouring ichor. His eyes are pouring it. His ears, his nose, everywhere is dripping this golden fluid onto the ground. And some of his fingers start like fading in and out of existence around his sword. And as he goes to do that maneuver that you've seen him do several times, it doesn't quite work the same way. He goes and does the quick draw, except it's just a normal attack. And so I'm going to attack you like a normal person, as he has suffered a lot of damage. You take 14 force damage, Shawnee.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the end of his turn.
The start of his next one, or
At the start of his next one. He goes to do the mega combo on you. Once again, you can only do a single attack. Does a 19 hit you?
It does, DM.
You take 12 more force damage.
I will live.
Shawnee, how many hit points do you have?
4.
4 hit points. Illya, how many hit points do you have?
17.
Okay. Shawnee, it is your turn.
You better not fucking reaction this, I swear to God. Wait a minute. He ended his turn within 5 feet of me. I'm gonna use my reaction to move back 10.
Okay.
Because then if he riposts, he can't reach me, right?
Okay.
I'm finally using a brain cell. DM, are you proud of me?
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you, Shawnee.
Reckless attack, Eldritch Claw. Love and Hope. That's a natural 20.
Nat 20? What in this economy?
This
Yes!
when the combat is thematically appropriate.
Okay. Roll away. He is susceptible to radiant, slashing, and cold.
He takes 25 plus 6 is 31 plus 7 is 38 points total damage between slashing and radiant.
38. Okay. You wish to attack again?
Yes, recklessly. That is a 25 to hit.
That hits. He tries to riposte, but he cannot.
That's for another 14 plus 17 is 41 damage.
Okay.
No, 31, my bad.
Okay. As that attack connects, you see him drop to one knee as he coughs up a massive glob of just prismatic ichor onto the ground, literally just using his sword to like hold himself up right now, and goes, "No, this doesn't end here. Their dreams don't die with me. This can't be what everything led to. There has to still be hope. I can't let them go." As he does his last outs of energy to stand back up, and you see all of his very much torn, battered form as he reaches for that sword blade again, trying to do his memory breaker. One big fluid pull, his hands on the handle of his blade as he starts to draw, and at that moment, Shawnee, you can limit break.
Woo!
As he reaches for his blade, Shawnee's tendrils that have been coiling back from him finally grab hold, burning against his energies. You ain't the only one that can pull bullshit out at the last second. And Shawnee jumps forward with the tendrils like a sort of like an elastic wrestling band and drop kicks him in the face before bouncing back with the sword that he was reaching for, grabbing one of the loose cables and wrapping it around the blade before chucking it like a javelin straight into Jerek's chest.
The you were not prepared for the level of gravitic force that comes behind this blade as it flies out of that sheath, but it is as if he was struck by a ballista bolt. It slams into his stomach and he flies back a good 10 feet before dropping onto his knees and collapsing onto the ground. And in a bizarre moment of straight irony, at least this time he saw his own blade piercing himself in his final moments. As he blinks and futilely tries to reach for it, his fingers fading in and out of existence, before he just slides over and no longer moves.
There's one last bit of dialogue Shawnee could say, DM.
Okay.
Shawnee's gonna walk towards his like evaporating body and then wrest the blade from whatever it's impaled to and look at him fading away and go, I'm sorry the world couldn't undid what it did to you and everyone you cared about. But I promise you, we won't let it happen to anyone else ever again. And watch him fade away before turning back to her party.
Yeah, when you said that, he looked up at you for a moment. It looks like he was trying to probably say something, but just you notice more of the prismatic ichor just runs out of his eyes as his body shudders and stops. So with this, there are 3 reactors that withdraw their cables. And what do you do with your friends?
We start. I have 5 greater health potions, so I'm gonna just, go around and give everybody a health potion.
Okay.
Give him the Gatorade splash, pile them up and then just dump the potions on Amelia. Come on, I'll help you.
I will allow you all a moment to do various heals that you wish to do before we move to what happens next.
Okay, I just used all 3 of them on each of the people that are down. I will let any other folks that have healing do their thing.
So everyone who's down rolls a. You said superior, right? 8d4 plus 8.
No. I just rolled the 4d4 plus 4.
Oh, and
They're
that's for everyone.
graders.
Oh, they're
Yep,
graders.
just graders.
Yeah, so everyone should be up again except him.
Yeah.
Okay. Did we do it?
You just see Shawnee holding Jerek's blade and Jerek just not in the room.
Gonna try and hoist Euphoria over her shoulder.
Thanks.
You can take the red X off your face, Euphoria. I got we should meet up with Silonia, but I've got another potion of superior healing and then 2 more regulars.
Everyone heals another 22.
Oh,
Okay.
Everyone, okay.
I have a regular potion.
You want my superior, sis?
How are you?
I'm the one still standing after all that. You take it, sis. And she puts the superior potion in Kamar's hands. That's 8d4 plus 8 SDE.
Okay.
And then Shawnee
Also
will
gonna
chug
do
down
a
it.
4th level aid.
15.
Is it 84 plus
8.
8?
And that's 8 on the same 3 people from before, Malral. Litro?
Yes.
Hoggies. Does that change your current HP too, or just your max, right?
It
It's
also
max.
heals you. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a net 15 gain, whatever that means.
I'm gonna chug the 2 remaining regular healing potions I got.
So you heal 15, and your max also goes up by 15.
Okay.
I feel good, so if you're not topped off, you can have the potion that I have.
The superior one, you sure?
I took the superior one, but
Oh,
I have
got
a
it.
regular.
If anyone else is still super low, I can give another cure wounds out. Is anyone
think-
below half?
I'm good.
I'm good too, thank you.
Okay. Is everybody at the heals they wish to be at?
Are you sure no one else wants another cure wounds?
You're at the
think-
heels,
I have plenty to give out, so don't worry about it.
I'm at 63 out of 120 on that scale, but I
You
think
should
I
give
can.
her another heal.
I think we're
I can
all
drag
about-
it out.
Okay, I'll go ahead and heal Shawnee a little bit more then.
If it's
See
the
what
same with
that
you
does.
guys, I know we can find proof of us beating Jerek elsewhere for the bounty, but is it fine if I keep his sword? I don't think it works the way it used to, but the metal just feels sad to me.
That's another 18 to you, Shawnee.
Thank you.
Of course. I have no need for mementos, and I know the story is dear to you.
Might not be able to give them a second chance, but I might be able to reforge this into something deserving of a second chance. Johnny's gonna put the blade away.
Lovely sentiment.
Now, do we need to take care of these reactors, or should we just go to Silonia?
I mean, they're not on the map anymore.
Oh yeah, they've all sort of like shuffled into
We
the
should move
ground
into
or
a
whatever
different part if
reactors
you
do.
want.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I think we're good here. Okay, one last check. Does anybody need anything?
I still have more healing if anyone needs it.
I think we're
I-
okay.
I could use a top off.
Alright, I'll send another one your way.
I appreciate you.
I just DM'd you, Meris, but
Oh.
Litro cast 8 on you as well.
Oh,
For 15. So
Yeah, so
nice.
28 healing, and then you also heal another 15, and your max goes up by 15.
Thank you, thank you.
I'm actually gonna drink one of the other. I'll have one greater left.
Do I
That's
have
all.
any
We're
healing
done.
potions on me?
Us chugging.
Yeah,
I do not have any healing potions.
we're good.
Is everybody done their heals?
Mhm.
Yes.
Cast their
Mhm.
spells? Currently the only upkeep spell being Mage Armors and the Aid.
Yuppies.
Okay. Alright. So after defeating Jerek, you now with Ashbringer on your side, Shawnee, you guys are moving to Silonia.
Mhm.
Okay. As you get to the part of the hull that she's on, this enormous structure continues moving, even without Jarek here. It's still moving forward towards presumably the edge of the Mournlands. And you see Silonia and her spider bot are very, very methodically peeling away the very inner cores of destabilizing magic around this Kyber crystal. And she kind of side eyes you guys and goes, Did you defeat him?
I don't know, I fell
Shawnee.
asleep.
Yeah, it's over.
Thank the gods. Just have a bit more to be able to finally shut down this weapon once and for all. And as she idly peels off the last destabilizing layer around it, she starts reaching for it. And as she does that, you hear once again projecting from the weapon itself, seemingly from every direction around you.
No. Martial Vrain proved to be an inadequate host for the energy, inherently incompatible. But that will not end this here. This is my life's purpose. I had the insanity peeled away from me, and I was able to restore this. I cannot see you, pathetic foreigners, end this. This is for Seer. This is for my life's work. Lord Artificer Leo Stacaneth. Anchor fail-safe override. Let the scourging continue.
And in that moment, you see Xylonia's hand stops just before the core, and time seems to stand still as her eyes go very wide, looking towards you guys. And you see the many cracks on her skin from the chimeric energies peeling out that you've seen her many times whenever she's used it, begin rupturing and bursting forth as her skin is peeling away on her left arm, and it's distending into this ghastly claw as reality itself has begun to fractal and form shards around her, as eyes, claws, teeth from all manner of strange beings and concoctions begin looking through these various shattered stained glass mirror effect that is beginning to form around her, as the cloth of her tunic peels away and the energy cracks begin forming across her skin up the side of her face, and her eyes become those golden prismatic strobing effects as the massive destabilizing energy just casts her into the air floating, and you see that the hull is cracking beneath her, and those very dispassionate looking prismatic eyes set their gaze on you, and a very twisted smile forms across her lips. And with that, I gotta put somebody out on the map.
Oh no!
So I'm going to expand this so everybody can see it. 1 second. She may look very small on this map. However, I have a full-length picture of her that I've been waiting a very long time to do anything with. So this is Silonia the Anchor. The art was by the wonderful Calaheb on Twitter, an incredibly talented Spanish artist who did this all through traditional means. So this is what is looking back at you as a kaleidoscope of colors forms around her. And reality itself begins to just fractal and tear itself apart. And Kamar feels the incredibly sickening feeling of timelines being destroyed the longer this energy is coursing here. And with that, I'm going to need everybody to roll initiative.
DM, I have a question
Yes.
about so Shawnee's magical item lasts for a minute and cannot be used again until the next dawn. Would I no longer have its effects in this fight?
Yes, I'm going to say you do not.
Okay.
You said she was basically possessed?
She is what I described. She's not acting normal.
Is it safe to say that because boss battle, magic that would normally stop possession wouldn't work?
Yeah, that's not how this works. She is not actually literally possessed. She's going to her original programming. Okay. And let's start the music. Let me know if it is too loud or too quiet. Euphoria. You go
Little
first.
quiet.
Yes. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to shake things up a bit. Usually I send my echo out on my behalf. But I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to walk up to her. I will summon my echo, but just a little further back. And oh, I don't have much to do outside of just like outright attacking her, so I guess that's just...
I will do some damage to you, Euphoria, as you walk closer to her. As you get closer to the singularity point, we'll be taking 9 force damage as the energies are beginning to fade you out of existence.
Okay. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna try to... I guess I'm gonna try to hit her with Lightbringer.
Yep.
It's a 25.
Hits.
It's gonna be 17 damage, 9 piercing, 8 radiant.
Lightbringer doesn't do piercing damage. It does all radiant.
Oh, it's all radiant? Okay.
You take an additional 15
Ow.
force damage as the sword connects with her, and the actual, the radiant energy of Lightbringer itself is starting to sputter out. You feel the longer it maintains proximity to her, the more the magic is going to be violated and destroyed. What do you wish
That's
to do
it.
next?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Second. Okay. You just see her look down at you and go, "We must end the war. You are standing in the way of Seer's victory." Mar.
Man. No, this can't be happening. This can't be happening. She doesn't know what to do. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay. Damn it. Okay. Can I get over to the side a little bit?
We could try talking.
Please. This can't be happening. You have to go back. Please. This isn't you.
This is what I always have been. This is my purpose. This is what I really am.
Okay. Kamar is gonna go ahead and cast slow
Okay.
on her. that'll work. It is a spell DC of 15.
Are you casting a third level spell?
Yes.
As you go to cast Slow on her, she extends up her left hand, and you feel your connection to the timeline is fraying as the shards of magical energy just splinter and rip apart your psyche in a counterspell that does 3d6 damage. You take 9 force damage.
The worst she can say is no.
That's it for me then.
Okay. This does not have to be painful. I could make this an easy eradication. Shawnee.
Shawnee is going to find it in her to rage once again, but she cannot call upon her Delkir strength, and is going to rush right up next to Euphoria, seeing Euphoria start to disapparate.
Okay.
Go to Silone and go, "This annihilation is not your purpose. Your purpose is to sit with us on the sunny hill again and have food and make merry and just everything else we've done but this." And Shawnee's going to...
You take 5 force damage as you get closer to her.
Shawnee's going to attack, but try to hold back. She's going to attack recklessly too.
Yep.
That's a 23.
I try to hold back recklessly.
Yeah, I am aiming at I'm aiming at better body parts without caring for my well-being.
Okay.
So 23.
You hit.
I get it. That's 10 piercing plus 2 rage, so it's 12 piercing damage.
Yep. You take another 12 force damage as you connect with her.
Mm-hmm.
And your attack, it hits. You see Love and Hope just, goes into your best attempt at a less vital part of her, and just pierces through the flesh, and where the wounds are, just bits of chimeric energy begin forming in the torn parts of her body. And she just kind of cocks her head to the side as she looks down at your attack. As once again, like I said to Euphoria, you feel the magic of Love and Hope is being disassembled before your eyes, and your trusty, because you're not in your full slime suit because you didn't activate that, right?
Yeah, because I don't have it anymore.
Yeah, so Love and Hope's just, the magic is sputtering, as if the more you use it, the higher chance that it's going to become violated and destroyed.
I'm not worried about this. If there's anything I can do to get you out of this, you let me know. And because I attacked her with the spikes, by the way, there, she does have a -4 to hit anybody else besides me, and I'm gonna make my second attack now.
Okay.
That is a 27.
You hit.
That is 21 plus 6 is 27 more damage.
Okay.
And I take 7.
7 more force damage.
Just look at what you're doing.
This is what I was made for. What you saw was the facade. Malral.
Wings out. Move next to her. I just want to move, as I move closer, I just want to put a hand on her shoulder. I will not attack a friend. Please, regain your mind.
You take 14 force damage as you get closer to her, and as you touch her, you take another 11 force damage, so 25 total. As, she then turns from Shawnee to look at you, and her lip curls up in disgust as you see a dozen other versions of her face do the same. Their features becoming more and more distended. Illya.
As she sort of looks upon this situation, she can't help but start to cry a little bit, and just think about, everything. But as she slowly starts to walk beside Euphoria's echo, she's just going to kind of reach out to her and just say, "You're not who others made you, Silonia. You have been and always will be your own person, that persons that you discovered with us along the way. I know there's been so many times where you have felt that there is no hope. But this love, this friendships that we have for you, it is true, and it is here, forevermore." And I'm going to cast a 5th level Wither and Bloom subtly, which should mean it's not counterspellable.
Good.
Do it on the DL.
Yeah, do it on the DL. And just so she'll have to make a con save.
Yep.
Okay, so she succeeds that saving throw. So she'll only take 15
Yep.
cold. And I don't know who's the worst looking out of the people in the melee pile.
It's not me. Don't worry about me.
Not me. Probably Malral.
Yeah, I think it's probably Malral. So I will heal Malral with that. So Malral, you will regain 34 health.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Bonus action. Just going to try and Ray of Frost her, I guess.
Okay.
Just to try and, cool her down. She's obviously overheating quite a bit. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
That's
nice.
a pretty cool.
A natural 20. Or 27 cold.
Okay, that's a spicy turn of events. Okay, as that bolt of cold goes through her, you notice that she's gotten a lot of lesions and tears in her body, and they're getting filled in more and more by the chimeric energies, as the cracks in her skin have basically begin to plug the gaps as if it was lava flowing into it. And with that last one, you see it go through her, and as it impacts her, she turns off that look of kind of disgusted, arrogance, and while her eyes are still the golden prismatic sheen, you notice that she's beginning to start crying that ichor down her cheeks as she looks very afraid at what's going on. I can't control it. I'm sorry, I can't control it. And everybody at the end of the round suffers 15 force damage as you feel more and more that everything is beginning to fray around you. And she has this moment where, Kamar, you look at her and you remember how she was in one of those bad endings that you saw when you tried to look into the future. and you realize this was that timeline. And she is behaving the exact same way, as the destructive power coursing off of her is seemingly beyond her control to be able to pull back. And she is entering a chimeric cascade as you see the timelines where she maybe would have existed in other worlds disappearing faster and faster. Euphoria. At the start of your turn, you suffer 10 force damage for being next to her.
Ouchie. Oh boy. There's really not much to do except keep doing what I do.
Yes, Euphoria, I can't stop it. I can't stop it. I don't want this.
Euphoria is accustomed to making some tough decisions, so she's gonna keep doing what she do. It's nothing personal, it's just business. And I'm gonna try to attack her with Lightbringer again.
Okay,
Ooh, no, that won't hit.
that will not hit.
Alright. Try again. Ooh, I'm doubting a 17 will hit
It
too.
does not hit.
Of course.
You notice that now as you attack with Lightbringer, it is getting very inconsistent. And after that last attack, that energy field around it is not maintaining itself very well. You have disadvantage to all your attack rolls using that weapon, as the magics of it are disappearing and
Oof.
erupting in on itself. Anything else?
I'm gonna bonus action attack her again with just my rapier.
Okay.
28.
That hits.
So 11 piercing damage with that.
Okay.
That'll do it for me for now.
Okay, and with that hit, you do suffer 10 more force damage.
Alrighty.
Mar, you see Euphoria's blade sputtering out, and then she stabs in with the rapier, and there just isn't blood coming out of Silonia at all. It's just Iker, as she, looks down at the wound going through her. What do you wish to do?
At this point, she's just crying. She can barely look at her spell book. Please, this is not how it was supposed to end. It's not supposed to be like this. Silonia, please. I'm so sorry. She will use a 4th level spell. This is a very inappropriate name, but going to cast a Hold Monster. So it doesn't work on the undead, but it should work on everything else.
I will tell you that if Silonia is anything like when she was a companion, she does shirk off spells that have durations longer than the turn they're cast, because of the chimeric feedback.
Okay.
Just saying that as a, if that shapes your decision.
Yep. Okay. Then we'll go on the defensive or the offensive and cast. We'll do a chromatic orb then.
Okay.
At 5th level. And we'll use gold.
Okay.
27.
First of all, at the start of the turn, I gotta do damage now because it is entering critical meltdown. You suffer 4 force damage,
Okay.
and as your chromatic orb is cast, you see her about to raise her left hand to tear it apart like she did before, but you see Silonia, like, looks down at her arm, and what seems to be a massive force of will, she does not counterspell you. As the orb collides with her, and you see more of her just... The energy is trying to keep filling in, but you also see fragments of her are beginning to fractal off of her and add to the stained glass effect, as if she is becoming less connected to this existence. Is there anything else you wish to do?
Nope, that'll be the end of my turn.
Shawnee.
All we're trying to do is save you, so just tell us. Don't tell us to stop. Just tell us what to do. And I'm gonna try to rip away the chimeric energy with my attacks. Love and hope recklessly. Do I take damage for being near her
Yeah,
at the start of my turn?
She is crying more of that prismatic fluid. 15 more force damage. She goes, I told you this was how it would end. I knew that I would hurt you. I'm sorry. I can't. This is what I am.
I overcame my fate. You can do it too. Come on. And Shawnee's gonna swing. That's a natural 20.
Ooh!
It's coming out just in time for the end of the campaign, maybe. That's 30 plus
God damn.
33, 35 points of damage between radiant and slashing.
Okay.
Then, do I suffer disadvantage, or am I
Yes,
next
you will
attacks?
now suffer disadvantage, and you take 18 more force damage.
Mhm. Okay, this next one's gonna be neutral then. That is a 15.
That does not hit.
Alright, bonus action spikes. That is a 21.
Yep.
That is 14 more damage. Piercing.
As you hit with with your spikes into her, you notice that her left arm is becoming increasingly hard to see, as there are no longer cracks tearing through her skin. There is just energy barely contained by maybe some thin threads of skin in a vaguely hand-shaped form, as more and more of the chimeric flow is pouring into her, and it seems like it is hitting the critical meltdown. And her right hand tries to reach for it, but gets basically pulled away.
That's all I got, DM.
Okay. Malral, you take 17 force damage.
Okay.
What do you wish to do?
I care not hurt a friend. Let us two, children of the Mornlands, not let the past define us. You have the will you are resisting. Do not let it take over. Please, my friend. Do not leave us.
And Malral, because he genuinely sees her as a friend, and he does not want her to vanish once more into nothing. She has made herself a person in his family, and he doesn't want to see her go. If he had any healing left, he'd probably honestly try and heal her. But instead, he just tries to bring her into a hug.
Okay. As he hugs her, you have those prismatic Icarus tears dripping onto you, phasing your armor out of existence, burning through your skin and scales as if they never were, as you feel just the nuclear core that is her pressing against you as she just keeps prying into your rapidly disappearing flesh. And she's trying so hard, but this is always what happens. This is what... There was never going to be a happy ending for me. I'm sorry I had to hurt you all. Illya.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna kind of run back what we did last time.
Okay.
I'm not gonna settle because I saw her resisting, but I'm gonna cast Wither and Bloom again.
Okay.
5th level. So another con save. Ooh, those are some bad rolls.
She barely passed.
Okay, I'm going to use one sorcery point to him.
It's supposed to be 3d6. You
Yep,
take
all
9
good.
force damage.
All good. I'm gonna use the empowered spell to reroll some of those ones.
Okay.
Since the ones and the 2s. So still not great. Essentially just add 3 damage onto what it was.
So what is that total of?
18, so half down to 9.
Okay.
And then bonus action, chill touch.
Okay.
Well, 17.
Does not hit.
Okay. That'll be my turn.
All right. After that withering and bloom, you see that the parts of Silonia that were still her begin to start freezing up and sapping away, and she is looking like she is about to go full nuclear in Malral's arms. She just says, please, remember what I said. And you, everybody now has the chance to take one action before she has a meltdown.
If I may, real quick,
Yes.
since Wither and Bloom is a
Yeah.
multifaceted spell, essentially what it looks like for her Wither and Bloom, I don't think I've ever actually properly described it, but it's essentially just like it starts off with like the coldness of winter, but then like the general area sort of blooms into a sort of flowerous state as if the spring is beginning. So like
Gotcha.
there's like flowers surrounding her at this point.
Okay. Growing out of on top of this twisted steel hull. So
Malral, still holding her in his arms, kind of just like cradles the back of her head as she cries into his shoulder. And in a very soft voice, I'm here.
Euphoria, what do you wish to do with your one last action?
Can I use, I don't know if this will help or not, but can I use a reaction as my action?
What is your reaction you wish to do?
I was going to use my Shadow Martyr ability, in which case someone, it essentially, the echo will step in front of, like teleport in front of someone that I can see and take the hit instead.
Okay.
So I'm essentially, Euphoria is bracing for an impact.
Okay.
And when that happens, she is going to use the echo to swap places with Shawnee.
Okay.
And
Illya.
it'll take the hit.
Sorry, Illya.
we're gonna do what we do, but I'm going to cast Wither and Bloom again at 4th level, but this time I'm going to not hit her with it, seeing that she is breaking apart, and just use it just to heal Shani.
Okay.
So I'm not rolling damage.
Yep.
But Shani will heal 40.
Okay.
That is my action.
Mar, what do you wish to do?
Thank you, Mom. Sorry.
Mar. I'm
think
doing
she's
it.
B-
Just she's the BRB. All right, then Shani.
I don't know, but yeah, okay. One action. Can I make an? I can do the full multi attack with this action, right?
Yep. Just her last thing was remember what she said.
I'm sorry, Pete. I had to get up for a second. To...
When she was on the ship, she said she talked to you guys, and right now, as she is about to go full meltdown, she said, "Remember what she said."
It's not just barbarian hitter. Shit. What did she say?
Does
Pretty
anyone
sure I was
remember?
BRB for it. I'm pretty sure I was BRB when
Okay.
you said it.
Does Euphoria or Illya remember what Silonia said aboard the ship?
Was it time and gravity?
Yeah.
Timing.
Correct.
Space.
I mean, I'm pretty big. Do I give off gravity?
No, the two inherent counters to chimeric energies, time and gravity. Do with that information what you will.
I can't punch time, but I can. Shani is going to. Can I shove her up?
Shove her up.
That's grab. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, DM, because I'm barbarian, so I don't.
Remember there was
I'm currently
various
hugging her.
particular effects around the way one particular weapon worked. Do I need to spell it out completely for you, Seth?
I might be stupid.
Jerek's weapon,
Oh,
Ashbringer, entirely works around gravity. That's why that's why it hits so strong with that quick draw.
I thought he was just cool. I'm sorry, I didn't realize it was
I always
gravity.
described it as the gravitic force behind it.
I
You
thought
thr-
that was cool flavor.
You threw it like a javelin with an incredible amount of gravitic force behind it.
I will swing with it now, DM. I'm sorry, guys.
So you wish to draw Ashbringer?
I would like to draw Ashbringer. Am I considered proficient in Ashbringer?
Yeah, it's a martial weapon. It is a
Okay,
very,
should I-
very special longsword.
Should I just roll like a regular weapon attack, or should I just use Love and Hope to make the weapon attack? It's a +2 magic weapon.
Yeah, you could use Love and Hope.
Okay, I'm gonna go reckless on this one with Ashbringer. It's a
Okay.
30 DM.
Alright. Shani,
Yes.
I gotta be real clear about this. So you know that Ashbringer uses gravity, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes. So I am going to try to use its gravitic pull to pull away the chimeric energy building up in her.
You also know that her left arm is about to go full meltdown as the source of all of her chimeric energy.
So I'm going to pull away her left arm, DM.
Okay.
Thank you for being patient with me, DM.
Okay. Is Kamar back?
Yes, I'm back.
Okay, Kamar, you see Silonia is about to go full meltdown as her left arm is become entirely overpowered with the chimeric energy of tearing open too many rifts in time and space. She said to remember right before she went into meltdown as Malral holds her. She said remember what she said, which is referring to being on the ship and the fact that two counters to chimeric energy are time and gravity. You see Shani is drawing Ashbringer towards her left arm. What do you wish to do?
Okay, well, my only real time ability is chronal shifting. So, let's see. Anything Leah can do to dispel the arm?
I would say you could infuse an attack with your time energy. It's not like an actual mechanical change, but it is a flavor change if you wish to do
Yeah.
something.
Okay, definitely. Could I try then? Let's see. Okay. Could I try combining my time magic with if I could do like a scorching ray?
Okay. I can allow that.
Okay. I will do a 4th level scorching ray then.
Okay. She is literally being held in place. You have advantage.
Okay. Nice. Try that one more
Okay.
time. Oh, well,
Thankfully.
not.
Yeah, so you got like 4 shots.
Yeah, you have several shots
Yeah.
of this.
Alright, let's do it again.
You have 3 more shots of that.
What?
Or is it
Yeah.
4th level? So, 4 more shots.
So, 1.
Or 5 more.
Okay.
I don't know how Scorcher Ray works. It's 3 shots base plus 1 per level. So, yeah, that would be 5 total, so 4 more.
Okay, so that's 2, 3,
Oh, there's an nat 20.
4.
Okay. Alright.
Okay, so yeah.
As Shawnee, you sweep up Ashbringer and you feel that gravitic pull going forward. You feel the very timeline supporting you as you get near there to draw away the chimeric energy. You feel that her left arm is getting increasingly destabilized by Kamar throwing out these bolts of basically raw chronal fire, as if they're ripping apart parts of the timeline where they strike. And between these, you see that left arm rips right off in a almost tearing of energy, because it's barely any flesh left on it anymore. As it begins to fly into the air, crumbling into itself as it implodes and begins sucking the rest of what is around them into itself. And in this moment, Kamar, you see something very specific. As you touched that level of energy, you see you're no longer on the ship for a moment. You see yourself and all of your friends and companions giving Silonia that there's gonna be hope for all this is over. We're gonna go have a drink, we're gonna make something. And then that splinters and shatters and disappears. You see all of friends eating together, laughing in a gold dragon inn before that splinters and shatters and disappears. You see all of you on the beach playing before it flashes to you and Silonia having that kiss at night on the sunset as it splinters and shatters and disappears. You see that ribbon that you handed her as a gift in exchange. The smile that she had splinter and shatter and disappear. You see yourself on the spas of Sharn as she looks at you on the balcony overlooking the city as it splinters and shatters and disappears. And then last you see you're on a train going to Greywall as she looks up at you over a book as she smiles and says, "It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Sylvana Lale. I look forward to getting to know you better." As that splinters and shatters and disappears. And you see all of the timelines that once existed around her are gone, leaving only blankness and you alone with fragments of memories. And then you blink and you see Silonia laying in Malral's arms as this whole thing is beginning to implode in upon itself. What do you do, Kamar?
How does she look? Is she
looks
still breathing?
fucking horrible.
Yeah.
She's missing an arm. That's one thing. You see any exposed bit of skin on her is just massive gouges pulled out of it. Like, as if something was basically... She was mauled by an animal of crackling lightning, coursing up the side of her face, across her chest, down her torso and legs. Some areas of it appear to be much more torn apart than others, as if there's just large chunks of it missing that coincides with where you and your companions were attempting to subdue her, and the chimeric energy had to fill in the gaps that were being made.
Can I cast Spare the Dying?
You can. She is not dying. You feel her stabilize, but she is about as far from okay as you can be, and this thing around you right now is imploding in on itself.
Malral just picks her up princess style in his arms and looks at the rest of the party. Time to go.
We can all make our way out of here.
Yeah. But before they move, Kamara's gonna walk over to her and place a hand on her cheek. Kind of put her forehead to hers.
You see that she was still wearing your little ribbon. As it falls off as you connect with her.
It's gonna be okay.
I will heal her when I can. I am
Does she-
drained currently, but we must go now.
I have a potion. Do we give it to her now?
Sprinkle it on her while we're running. Come on, come on.
Okay.
I stabilized her as soon as we're in a safe location.
Okay.
And he'll just start going with her in her arms.
Alright. Does everyone start running away from the black hole forming in the middle of the ship?
That seems
Yeah,
like a decent idea.
You guys don't look at explosions. Let's go.
Black holes don't stay around unless they're like big enough.
No! No! Everything! This has to continue! My life's work! No!
As you hear the voice become increasingly mechanical as it sputters, and you see just massive magical energy being torn and consumed, and what is probably the vaguest semblance, if somebody ever bothered to look at an explosion, of what was probably a person being pulled in and subsequently torn apart out of existence, as this whole central control system of Peacemaker is the first thing to begin to start imploding in on itself and crushing and getting stronger and stronger gravitational pull around it. And so is everybody running away?
Yeah, unless I missed flavor text about being able to stop a black hole DM, I'm good.
I got wings. I'm Supermaning out of there.
Okay, as you guys run, you see Kairos's silver lining come pulling up and you see the ship visibly like stutters as it's being pulled closer to the structure, as he, struggling to hold it in place as your friends and companions pull you guys back aboard it, or your Malral flying into it. And you hear Cairo say, "Is everything all right? Can we leave?"
Everything's good enough, and yes, we are leaving.
All right, everybody, hold on. This is going to be a bumpy ride.
If you do saying that, then that makes me real worried.
And you see the elemental core of the Silver Lining just goes into like supernova as it's trying to pull away from this magical black hole forming in the middle of the Mornlands. But as his dragon shard or his dragon marked house symbol is blazing in his eye, he is able to pull it across, and you feel the intense sensations are beginning to speed up as he is flying away faster and faster towards the edge of the Mornlands. And as you guys get further away, you see that black hole is growing and growing and growing. And just as you get to the edge, you see it stop collapsing in, and a massive burst of energy emanate outwards from it, slamming into the Silver Lining, as it seems the elemental core is absolutely fried as Kairos is struggling to get control of the ship again, as you are basically spinning through the air as you fly through the Morn Wall itself. The sensation of your souls being ripped apart to a minor degree as you fly through it is quickly overshadowed by the incredible feeling of G-force striking you as you are just spun like a top in the wind before the Silver Lining is about to collide. And in that one moment, all time seems to stop. And you look forward as you remember a very important fact about your good captain, Sky Captain Kairos. He has crashed many planes, but his one condition whenever he crashes them is his crew always miraculously survives. So in that one moment before impact, you see his dragon-marked eye just basically slows everything down around each of you, as if you were affected by some kind of perhaps featherfall or other absorbing impact. As the ship splinters and shatters against the ground, you are of course battered and bruised and torn, but it seems that the worst of the impact just literally cannot affect you, as Kairos flies through the air holding the helm of his ship. Thankfully, you see a collar form around his neck in the last moment as a chain pulls him into Juby's arms before they collide into the ground. The moments you blink awake, you see that you are standing amidst the ruins of the Silver Lining, but all of you, your friends, family, and loved ones who have accompanied you on this journey are still alive, although a bit worse for wear, and Silonia is still lying there still.
I'm going to use a bonus action to harness divine power to regain a second level spell slot and use that to cast Cure Wounds on her.
Okay. She is breathing. She is still breathing. She just is apparently just... The lights are on, but nobody's home right now.
This ain't something physical. Proper head up. I know when you get hit real hard in a fight, sometimes your lights go out for a while. Just...
When you were knocked down, you needed a few days rest, so...
Right.
I
We
guess...
should try to give her some time.
DM?
Yeah.
Can I use divine intervention?
Ooh, spicy. What do you wish to divinely intervene?
I want to ask whatever force may be over there to look over Silonia so that she will come back to us.
Okay. Just for funsies, pick your 10% on your D100 for the succeed or fail.
1 to 10.
Okay. Okay. As you cast it, you do see a little fire, because your shield is basically your anvil, right?
Yes.
Okay. You see that a little silvery, almost hearth-like flame forms on your anvil and just slowly moves over to her. And as it sinks into her skin, you see many of the areas that had been gaps formed from the attacks you guys inflicted on her. They are still scarred, but they are filled back in with a form of burned skin, as if the flesh is being reknitted, but the process is deeply singed in the process of it. And she does appear to be in a better state of condition, and she is breathing stably, but she is still not conscious. So something happened, Malral. It seems to be for the best.
Oh, thank goodness. Mara's gonna inch a little closer and be by her side. She took the little ribbon as it fell and is gonna try to reattach it to her hair.
Yep.
And please, there's no timeline worth living in if you're not a part of it. You have to get better.
Is there anything anyone else wishes to say before something happens?
Sean is gonna walk up and kneel down next to Kamar. I can't imagine a day without you in it. Finally, hot, more family, a new sister. You're not gonna take that away from me, yeah?
Anybody else?
Scars do heal this time. And those that you have may be deep. You know you'll have us here to help through.
Euphoria?
Euphoria is admittedly feeling a wee bit guilty because while everyone was offering words of encouragement, particularly during that fight, she retreated back into, the mindless mercenary mindset to keep everybody else safe without regards for Silonia. So she doesn't have much to say because it would feel very hypocritical, but she lingers close by with everybody else.
Okay. And finally, the the divine intervener himself. Is there anything else you would like to say, Malral? As you seems that your pleading did hear, somebody did heed your pleading, and it does seem to have a striking resemblance to a certain angelic figure that you guys have encountered several times before.
Obs?
Yeah.
Ma-
No. Calling you the angel figure, sorry.
Oh, it was Hestelia, the Hearth Mother.
Malral will continue to hold on to her protectively. I think this isn't the first time he's dealt with people that need to stay bedridden. He was a medic in the war,
Mhm.
but this one is more personal. This is one of the few remaining people that he feels a connection to his homeland, and one that he feels connection to through as a family member, as a sister almost. So he holds on to her close, and even though it likely won't help much while she's unconscious, he still seems to tend over any little wound she may have. Even without his healing, he starts pulling out bandages and other things so that when she does eventually wake up,
Okay.
she is at least put back together a little bit more.
Okay. As all of you tend to her and everyone else kind of picks themselves up, you do see a giant shadow kind of block out the sun for a moment. As this is the first time any of you have seen this in your lives, and it is the first time you've seen this from this person. But you hear a massive thump as when you look up just a colossal, not a truly colossal like Peacemaker, but a very large sized dragon of black and gray and purple with bright red reptilian eyes descends from the sky and reverts into what is a dark-skinned elf with those red reptilian eyes as she looks over all of you. Did you succeed?
Yeah, yeah, we did. Sorry, it's just it's a bad time right now.
Malral will respond in Draconic. The mission is complete. All objectives has been attained. We are now simply dealing with the wounded.
Excellent. I am thankful in a way that you mortals could never understand for what you have done. You've saved millions of lives. The least I can do is take you home.
As she will make some hand gestures and rip open a shadow portal.
We can discuss more when you have had time to.
As she looks down at Silonia on the ground. A bit surprised, actually. She actually kind of raises an eyebrow as she sees Silonia on the ground, still alive, and goes, "Heal."
Malral goes ahead and picks her up and starts walking towards the portal. And as he does, he again says in Draconic, "Let's see if we can't save a few more lives."
Okay. Is there anything anybody wishes to do or say, or do they wish to enter the portal?
Gonna go ahead and enter the portal.
Okay. Everyone else follow them?
I think so.
Okay. All right. As you guys go through the portal, you find yourselves back in front of the ruins of your manor in Greywall. And the many friends and stuff you've picked up. Hecate will help escort Silonia to the Church of the Dark Six to be able to, tend to her in a safe space kind of thing. And you were all given some time to rest and think And with that, a few days will go by of healing, and of course, you guys taking turns checking on Silonia. She, with the help of Malral and the other assembled healers, is
And Malral has gone full doctor mode.
yeah, she is as healed as you can be, given the incredible amount of chimeric damage she suffered. Because the problem with chimeric energy is it doesn't really heal right because it's anti-magic. So they can't restore her lost arm, but she, much like was being mentioned, she's got that very Maki of in Jujutsu Kaisen look of just lots of scars everywhere, as you see all those rifts going up her face and stuff from where the various chimeric tears happened. And one day you come back there, during a cycle, and you see Prince sitting on her tummy as he is looking at her. And she is awake, which is a shocking turn of events to all of you, as she has been basically in a magical coma for the last several days. And what do you do upon seeing Prince on your lovely Silonia?
I'm assuming we tackle him off and group hug them both.
Group hug, definitely.
Malral just looks at Silonia and goes, "Do you know how much you've overslept? We set an alarm just for you, and you just decided to ignore it."
Huh? What do you mean?
I think what our large friend is trying to say is that it's good to see you awake.
She kind of blinks a couple times and looks up at you guys, and you notice she has a violet tinge to her eyes now. It's not truly like a Shotterkai or anything where it's the violet cat's eyes, but there is violet mixed with the emerald green of her eyes in a decidedly way that Silonia eyes did not used to be. And she looks up at you and goes, Do I know you people?
Did you rehearse like a joke with Prince or something, or? Because it ain't funny, I'm telling you that right now.
I'm sorry, I don't know. I woke up and we talked, but I don't remember what about. And then you all came to hug me.
Prince,
Darling.
did you? Oh, sorry. You go for it.
Long story short, we were in a battle. A lot of people were hurt. You were hurt. We got you out. And you're here now. And after the battle, you're alive and life is your oyster. And don't worry. We're here to give you a hand if needed. Both
Darling,
figuratively and literally, if you want. We can get a prosthetic.
Yeah, I got the idea.
if you don't mind me asking, what is your name?
I don't seem to remember. I have a difficult time really recalling anything. Do you know who I am?
Silonia. That is what you were called.
Wait. You don't remember who you were before, right? Like, period, straight up.
Sorry, I don't remember anything. My name's Silonia.
Well,
It
that's what we think at least.
it
You can take
was.
whatever name you want for real. Some people know you as one name, some know you as another. You could take a third name for all we know.
I'm not sure I understand.
Whoever you were before. What we're saying is, if you think it's right, you can always pick a new name. If that's what you feel like. Take your time and just know that you were important. You are important to us. So we'll help you along the way with whatever we know and whatever we can do. And then Shawnee is going to put a firm grasp on Prince to make sure he doesn't slink out.
If it's all right with you, we'll start from scratch. Does that sound all right?
One step at a time.
And the first step will be getting you food that is not hospital food. Trust me, it will not be a great first experience.
Sounds fine. Well, you seem to know me very well. All I can tell is that you were all very friendly and very kind. I would like to think that in another world we would have been very good friends.
Well, there's nothing stopping this world from being that world, right? Maybe a little different. But we wouldn't be against trying.
All right. I don't exactly know where I am, but if I can, if there's anywhere you'd like me to go to show me anything, then, well, I guess you all would know better than anyone.
You'll get to know the city soon, I'm sure. These folk will, I'm sure, take you by the arm and drag you all across on fun outings. First, though, we do need to, make sure that the rest of you is all right. You are still in the hospital. You just woke up from a coma. We need to make sure a few things.
It just kind of blinks, and Hecate comes out and examines her and goes, if I could please speak to you all for a moment. I'm sorry, dear. I have to talk to your friends.
That's
Yeah.
fine. Okay.
We can step out together.
Malral looks at Sanlonia, or whatever her new name might be, before they exit and goes, sit right there and be good. You do that and we get you a lollipop.
If you let go of Prince, he will hop into her her lap.
You better stick around to explain shit, Prince.
And as she starts petting him with her one arm, Hecate will pull you all aside and go, I can only tell you all that it seems that she is stable and awake. I don't know what is responsible for what happened to her eyes, but it does seem like any magical ability or compatibility she once possessed is gone. Seemingly whatever energies racked through her fried that part of her. I don't think she'll be able to use magic ever again.
That sounds like it'd be good.
More so,
Wasn't a nice, quiet fight.
she's
What was that good?
more so. She seems to have lost all of her memories from before. It is her chance to become her true self without any influence of any third party. If we wish to befriend her, we need to be careful and we need to take it slow. We need to give her enough breathing room to find herself without suffocating her, and likely should not bring up her old past much if we can help it.
Thank you for summarizing. But I mean, it's I'd say the elephant in the room, but we're gonna talk to the prince after this, right?
Of course. I mean,
I don't know
that
if Prince is
cheeky
the
little guy
cause.
always knows a lot more than he lets on, so. He's never here without good reason.
Right. It wouldn't hurt to talk to him.
But we did fight for a nice, quiet life. If this is what she wanted, and she had a talk with Prince.
You
For all
think
she knows, it's
maybe
just a cat.
So what do I think, Euphoria?
you think maybe she made some sort of arrangement? Give her a clean slate?
It is possible, but it is inevitably, I think, besides the point. If there is some magical deal with the Raven Queen or something of the sort, then, well, we may not have our Silonia back, but I think she deserves this clean slate, this chance to live freely.
Well, whoever's in that room, if I were them, I'd be getting mighty bored of being in a bed all day. Or weeks at this point. Lady Hecate, how long do you think she has to, rest and stuff? How long do you think she needs?
I would recommend that she still maintain lots of bed rest, but I think she's physically about as healthy as she's going to be thanks to divine magics. Perhaps getting some fresh air would be helpful. I know that your friends have already begun contacting potential artificers to be able to make her a new arm, but I assumed that perhaps you wished to have some influence in that creation. She looks at kind of Shawnee and Malral about that, since you guys Smith.
Personal touch would be nice, but even though she can't do magic anymore, she can still craft. I mean,
If she has lost her memory, she may have lost her memories of how to craft as well.
Then
In the
we'll
end,
play.
it would be her arm, so it would be best to discuss with her how she would want it.
Yes, Shawnee.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, well, whatever she knows and doesn't know, we'll play it by ear, day by day. I think for now, though, we should see about wheeling her out of here and getting her some fresh air. And in terms of wheeling her out, I can really only think of one person who's maybe a common presence for her. And Shawnee looks at Kamar.
Well,
She doesn't Never mind.
if
I'm
it's
just
all the same
saying.
to you, I would like to stay beside her.
We can give you some time.
Thank you.
there's no reason that we have to take this quickly. I think if there is any memory left of any sort, I think it would remember the grace that you gave her. You can let us know when she's ready.
I do not recommend showing her that journal.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Well, you don't know anything about the journal.
Do I not know? Oh, never
No,
mind.
only
Forget I said anything.
unless fucking Kamar told everybody about it.
I think that's something she probably would have kept to herself.
And I didn't say fucking anything. What are you talking about? You're hearing things.
Well, while Malral's sorting his thoughts out, we'll be out here, okay? Take all the time you need, sis. And make sure Prince doesn't sneak out the window.
I'll let him know that you want to talk to him.
If he did something good, he gets treats. If he does something bad, and then Shawnee imitates a spray bottle.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. I have a question for my players because I know we're over time. I was wondering if it'd be okay to resolve 2 things before we close out, or would you like to end now?
I ain't got work tomorrow, so I can stay up as late as you guys
Oh,
want.
hell yeah, brother.
Well,
Please, let's
Yulia.
go.
I know Yulia has other things in her life. So, would it be okay to be on a bit longer, or would you like it to conclude for the night? No pressure.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Well,
You have a tummy ache.
I can address them during epilogue.
Okay.
But yes, with that, you guys have your time to decompress, your time to reconnect, and your time to get handed an enormous amount of money, as the 60,000 gold from the Ashbringers plus the 50,000 that Jerek was worth is 110,000 gold. Period. It's not 5 ways. And so, with that, as our heroes have triumphed in the face of adversity and saved the world, we will conclude things here for the night. And this is the functional end of Eberron, Ashes of the Last War. We will be doing a epilogue episode where we're going to wrap up some of the remaining things, as well as everybody is going to do their particular characters' epilogues, as well as I'm going to give epilogue summaries for all of the major NPCs that existed in this campaign. So I know we are over time, so I won't belabor the point, but thank you everybody for sticking with us tonight as our heroes defeated the end boss and were able to save their friend from the trauma that was inflicted upon her. So thank you everybody. We are going to go raid somebody. If you haven't done so already, please go follow all these wonderful people. Please give me a follow here on Twitch, a follow over on YouTube, it's a follow on Twitter, a sub over on YouTube, and you can join my Discord, the Eternal Citadel, and be a part of my incredible community. All right, I'm 99%, or I'm going to say 90% certain that this Wednesday is going to be my 3-year streamiversary before my surgery. So if you want to come by and see me be a silly goose, then you should do it.
Let's go.
We're gonna go raid my friends at the New York Snark Exchange. They're playing Deep Rock Galactic. Currently, it's being spearheaded by my favorite Snark VTuber, NJ Chef. He's a good bean. He's a little dragon. So let's go send them some love. If you're a follower, please copy down the call to hugs message. If you are a sub, please copy down the Knights message. And I hope you guys have a great night and the sweetest of dreams. I'm sorry for going over time. All right, everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.